If we were asked to change weeks to days, we would not be able to use the volume equivalence. This one has to do with time. So in my sheet, I'm way down here before I get to weeks. Let's make our grid. The first position, the 9 comes into it. So 9 weeks goes here. And we're going to need to get rid of weeks. So our second box is the weeks on the bottom this time. Well, it says here that 1 week is the same as 7 days. So now I've got to put a day category here. 1 week is the same as 7 days. Days is what I need for my label. So I know I'm finished at this point with the boxes. I can cross out the weeks because I have the word weeks in the top row and the bottom row. So now the calculation is multiply tops. So this would be 9 times 7, and the bottoms would be just 1. So we have 63 over 1. Any fraction that has 1 as a divisor is a whole number. So this is 63. And then we're going to put in our label, days. And that would go here, 63. 9 weeks is the same as, it's equal to, 63 days. 392 hours makes how many weeks? Let's start our grid. 392, and you must put your label. Okay, so we need to get rid of our hours. We're changing that, converting, so our next box has to have hours on the bottom. Going back to our chart, we have, here's an hour calculation that gives us 1 day. So 24 hours is here, and 1 day is the top one. Cross out our hours because we have a top and a bottom. Day is not what we want, though. We want weeks. So we're going to need to get rid of our day. That comes to the bottom. And the day on this one gives us 1 week. That's good. Is equal to 7 days. So our 7 has to go here because this is our labeled days. And up here we're going to have 1 week. Cross out our days. The last thing we have is week, and that's what we need. So our label is good. We can stop with our grid and start our calculation. If we multiply tops, we've got 392 times 1 times 1. Well, that gives us 392. The bottom, we have 24 times 7. So that would be a calculation that we would have to do. 392. 7 times 4 is 28. I'm carrying 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. So our end number is 392 over 168. Now we can go back to those divisibility rules that we learned in the fraction area. I'll leave a link to that if you need to refresh your memory. And we've got even numbers. Are they even? Yes, both of these are even, so we know 2 will divide evenly into both of them. So let's divide by 2 to start out with. 2 goes into 3 1 time with 1 left over. 2 goes into 19 9 times with 1 left over. And 2 goes into 12 6 times. Let's use 2 again. 2 goes into 1, nope, 16. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. That helped a lot. But still, the top and bottom are even numbers, so we can further reduce this by 2. 2 goes into 19 this time, 9 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 16, 8 times. 2 goes into 8, 4. 2 goes into 4, 2 times. This, we're really knocking this down a little at a time. All right, so 98 divided by 4, 42. 2 divides into 9 4 times with 1 left over. 2 divides into 18 8 times. No, 9 times. 2 goes into 42, 2, and 1. Now we've got something that's obvious. We can switch this a bit. 49 and 21 makes me think of the 7s. So I'm going to switch over here and do 7 goes into 49 7 times. 7 goes into 21 3 times. So we have, now we can use this top-heavy fraction. 3 divides into 7, 2 and 1/3. So 392 hours gives us 2 1/3 weeks.